Okay, so I've been meaning to talk about this for quite a while. So I finished the campaign that I've been working on for 2 years recently, and 2 years of my life dedicated to a singular campaign. Me being the DM completely through all of it. A lot of work, you know. During this time, I played as a player twice. Both times were in like small one shots. So it's at the point, I just finished the campaign a few weeks ago. Everything had been stressful up until the end because, I'm like, I want to give this game an excellent finish. I want to do it justice. So I did. And once I was done, it was strange because, I figured in my mind, I'm going to feel something like sadness that it's over, or relief that I did a good job, or like happiness that it was an amazing campaign. But the main emotion in the forefront of my mind, and it actually kind of bothered me for a minute, was, well, what do I do next? Like, I spent 2 years being a DM, and I told my players somebody's going to have to be a DM now because, I've done this 2 years. I want to be a player. I want to actually play in a campaign and just not have to worry about DMing for a while. Well, I'm sitting there. Nobody's started thinking about doing a campaign yet. And then it starts. There I am making notes. I found some old notes on Google Drive of a campaign that I tried to do 3 years ago, Heart of the Sea. And I've done some rendition of it for a while up until this point. So it's gotten where I'm like, I can completely revamp that into something epic. And when I do, it's like I just need to take notes. Like I have no way, no, I have in no way any game plan when I start doing this. I just start making notes. The first day, I made probably 13 pages of notes, and it was just an outline. It was a note skeleton. And then on the next day, I took those 13 notes and I increased them to 55 pages. So, what is that? Another 42 pages of notes that I added. And then it started bothering me because I was thinking, I can't be a player anymore. I'm too obsessed with being a DM. Like, I'm addicted to this feeling, addicted to telling a story. So, I posted on Facebook about it. I'm like, I'm having this problem. I don't think I can ever be a player again, even though I want to, because I'm just obsessed with telling a story and getting it out there. And, I talked to my play group about it, and people came up to me and they're like, well, maybe you can do both, or maybe you just need to be a forever DM. And, I think about it and I'm like, well, I don't want to be a forever DM. I actually want to be a player sometimes. I started talking to another DM about it, and he's like, well, it's not that bad of an idea. You got to tell your story, don't you? And I'm like, you know what? You're right. So I resigned myself thinking it's okay if I DM every time, because I've got this amazing world that I've created called Arvanel. I can just keep DMing and not give up, just keep telling my stories. And then it comes to the point to where people are saying, well, maybe you can be a player and be a DM. I'm like, maybe I can do that too. That'd be pretty epic. So in the end, Aaron Hammond's one of my players. He's the first person that I played with. He was my first DM. He said, I want to DM a game. 5th edition called Rise of the Underdark. So I got excited and I started thinking about it. And this will be my first 5th edition game, but it just took some time, and I'm really excited to be a player again. I'm playing a Warlock with Paylor, and it's going to be very interesting. I'm glad I get to be a player again. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm still making notes for Heart of the Sea, the pirate game. And that's never going to change. And you know what? I've made my peace with that. So, yes, I can be a player again. The answer to this question, can I be a player again? Yes, I can. For a while in my mind, I wasn't sure. But now I am. And at the same time, I'm completely okay with, while I am being a player, taking all the notes that I can to keep my DM skill sharp, keep my mind sharp. Every once in a while, DM a one shot or something, because that too, I don't want to lose my fire as a DM. I don't want my blade to get dull. And I think I just found the balance. And if anybody else is struggling with this, I encourage you to just give it some time. Don't freak out like I did. And you might be surprised that even if you think that you're incapable of being a player anymore, that one opportunity presents itself, and there you are being a player again. That's what I'm most happy about so far, and I'm very excited about it. Just wanted to share this, and if you've enjoyed my rant, that'd be awesome. If you haven't, well, sorry you had to listen to this point. Have a good day. Bye.